Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your favorite fat girl Sneak, and you know what I'm here to do, and that's to drop my 2 cents on all the latest celebrity beats from the streets. Let's talk some basketball wives news. Season 9, the ladies are back, and according to reports, guess who is joining the cast? That is Lamar Odom's ex, Liza Morales. Yes, she is she's actually set to be filming for this upcoming new season of Basketball Wives Season 9. Now, according to reports, production is starting up again after having to shut down earlier this year due to the Rona virus. The producers are set to bring the heat this season with new auditions. Now, I am told that the entire cast will be returning. This includes OG Shawnee O'Neal, Evelyn Ladoza, Jackie Christie, Kristen Scott, Malaysia Pargo, and Jennifer Williams. Now, OG, who I thought was actually not going to come back this season because of the beef she had with Evelyn, well, she's actually set to come back, and this is all despite of the ongoing lawsuit that Evelyn has against her. So this isn't over. Now, also it's reported that they also cast 3 new women for the new season. Now, the biggest of the 3, of course, is Liza, who was actually married to Lamar for several years. From what I understand, they met back in 11th grade. They actually share a daughter. Her name is Destiny. And they also have a son named Lamar Jr. They had a third child named Jaden, but unfortunately he passed away when he was 6 months old. Now, this is probably where everything between them kind of took a dramatic turn. So once they had the tragic loss of the child, it was reported that Lamar stepped away and started dating Khloe Kardashian. Now, the split between Lamar and Liza was pretty nasty. They ended up battling out for years. But since then, it appears that Liza has been more supportive of what Lamar has been going through as far as his drug situationship, his sobriety, and everything like that. And so she's been there pretty much through the worst of it all. Now, it looks like their relationship has actually got better over the years. And as we all know, fast forward, he's no longer with Khloe. Khloe moved on to another basketball player. And of course, Lamar actually just recently got engaged to his girlfriend, Sabrina. So yeah, in other words, another basketball wife who is actually not a basketball wife. That's just, I know, too soon. Now, sources also say that this season is going to be a little different. Now, they're not going to be on like locations, filming in different restaurants and whatnot. They're actually, the whole season is going to be split into 2 houses. And these ladies are going to have to stay in these 2 houses location for the whole duration of filming. My guess is there's going to be a La Casa Lazada, in other words, the House of Evelyn, and there's going to be the House of OG. Now, this is just my 2 cents. I know nobody didn't ask me, but this is just my 2 cents. I have a feeling I know who's going to be in the house, in one house. So it's going to be Shawnee, Evelyn, Kristen, in one house. Okay, all right. And then in house number 2, it's going to be Jackie. No. In house number 1, we gotta throw Malaysia in there. Okay. So it's going to be Shawnee, Evelyn, Kristen, and Malaysia. They're going to be in one house. And in the next house, we're going to have Jennifer Williams, OG, and I think they're going to throw Lamar's ex-wife up in that piece too to even things out. Now, so they're going to like go between one house and the other house. So, and the cast and crew will be stuck together during the duration of the whole thing. So, yeah, the season will be very much different because they can't travel because of the pandemic. So these ladies under the same roof, man, I cannot wait to see this. Now, in other Basketball Wives news, I don't know if you guys heard, but Evelyn Lodoza has found her Latin king, and that would be with her new boo, Latin singer Mark Anthony. Now, oh my God! If I had to pick my favorite Latin artist, and I mean like Latin, like soul Latin. I mean Mark Anthony. I mean, I was always a fan. Although I don't know, I didn't never know what he was saying, but you could just feel like his passion in his Spanish music now. Now, this is all thanks to, because, people weren't really, these two flew under the radar for a few months. Didn't nobody really made the connection with these two, but it was until Evelyn was uploading pictures of her at Mark Anthony's mansion, and that's when people was like, hey, wait a minute, you at Mark Anthony's mansion. So they started to put 2 and 2 together. It was more than one picture. How they knew it was Mark Anthony's crib. Apparently Mark Anthony was doing the promo that he shot in the same area as one of the pictures that Evelyn took, and it just went from there. Now, let me tell you, I like these two together. Number one, they are at a particular age. I mean, this is some grown, like grown relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the kids are basically grown. Evelyn, her kids. Well, no, I guess her kids aren't grown. I guess she still has like the one. I know she had one of her daughters are grown, but still, they're grown. They're both Latina. You know what I'm saying? They both got the Spanish vibes going on. Evelyn, they're both New Yorkers who love to hang out in Miami. Listen, I think they're a beautiful couple. So, shouts out to them. I'm curious though. I am so curious though. What does J-Lo think? I mean, although she does have A-Rod, don't get me wrong. So she's probably like, don't even care. But you know what I'm saying? When it comes down to your baby daddy, you gotta have you think her nose is gonna be tuned up or what? Let me know what you think about that. I can't help to wonder, does she give him the blessing, or does she think that Mark kind of like downgraded himself by dating a reality star? Tell me what you think in the comments. Jay-Z is back to his hustling roots. Well, sort of. He has officially launched his own brand of cannabis. He calls Monogram. He calls it Monogram, and he says it aims to redefine what cannabis means to today's consumers. Now, the mogul officially announced the launch of his new cannabis brand on Friday. He did his first product collab since becoming chief brand strategics of North Carolina-based dispensary Caliva last year. Now, Monogram seeks to redefine what cannabis means to consumers today, as many marijuana storefronts have implemented new rules amid the global pandemic. Monogram is also planning to launch a e-commerce sales option in an effort to provide a more tailored customer experience. Now, Jay and Caliva opened up their first Southern California storefront last year. They had many products, and it said in its report that Hope is aiming to use his position there to help formerly incarcerated, many of whom are not reaping the benefits of the marijuana legalization through advocacy, job training, and employee and workforce development. So, in other words, for the people who got arrested in the past for selling marijuana, who got basically jailed for it, he's offering them jobs. Because as we know, when you become a felon, it's real hard to get a job. But now that things are, they decriminalize marijuana, they can't go back and say, hey, we know that we legalized weed back in 2010, but because you got arrested 2008, we'll go ahead and clear you out. Now the law doesn't work like that. If it's legal, if it was illegal then, it was illegal then. So they can't go back and change it. So this is good. He's actually giving these people jobs and training and developmental skills, so possibly that they can take this and run their own little herbal, support system or job or company. Anyway, so according to the company's website, Monogram uses expert growers to ensure that marijuana flowers receives the respect it deserves in every stage of the growth process. Also, the flowers are grown in small batches so that every plant gets personalized attention. I mean, for all you herb smokers out there, I mean, would that make you feel good just to know that your herb is getting that special attention before isn't that pretty cool? So shout out to Jay-Z for actually going back to his roots, going back to his hustling roots, and I'm also giving these people jobs. It sounds like everybody's getting into this marijuana business. Who we have? We have Jay-Z. We have who else do we have that was actually in the marijuana business? 2 Chainz. Who else? It's been like a numerous. Every time you turn around, Boosie, they're saying that he's about to get his own marijuana chain. Of course, I believe, doesn't Waka Flocka, doesn't he have his own? And Wiz Khalifa, how can I forget them? Snoop. Who else? It was someone recently that said that they came out with their own weed strip. Oh yes, boxer Mike Tyson. Now I don't know if you caught that Boosie interview that he did recently that's gone viral. It was pretty interesting. So much interesting that I've actually been using his podcast while I go on my daily walks. Mike Tyson has a way of kind of like bringing you, like humbling you down, so to speak. I mean, could you imagine being locked in a little glass box with Mike Tyson as he's smoking weed, and you can't? Is no way you could get out. It's crazy. But yeah, so definitely, if you haven't, this is totally like random, but if you haven't watched that podcast on YouTube, I mean, check it out. I mean, it is good. Yeah, Mike Tyson, check it out, y'all. But anyways, like I said, everybody is getting into this marijuana game. So I would love to see how this goes. But again, shout out to Jay-Z for doing his thing and giving back to his community the best way he knows how. So yeah, I didn't get to really talk about. I didn't really get to come on here yesterday to talk about the One More Chance on the Zeus Network. I did actually watch the newest episode yesterday, and although I know common sense tells me that uh, Zeus, this reality dating show is not real, but I have to admit it definitely gives some good TV. I can't help but to love Chance and his brother Mike. I mean, they feed off each other. They're funny. Um it was pretty good. So yesterday's episode was about him actually doing a all natural challenge, and which he had all the girls take off their weaves, take off their eyelashes, makeup, everything, wipe it off their face so he could see how the women look without the makeup. But I mean, yeah, some girls did take off the weave, and most of them, took off their makeup except for one. But it was really good to see. They got this girl on there named Roly Poly Snack Mills. But anyway, she ended up to me being the prettiest one out of all of them. And the other funny part was when Chance actually confirmed whether or not that this girl on there, which he has suspicions of him saying that she was a transgender. I mean, the girl had the boobs, the body, everything, but because she talks like this and all that. So the girls in the house was like, nah, she's a dude, she's a dude, she's a dude. So Chance actually had one girl look in between the girl's legs to confirm whether or not she had it for JJ, and the girl did it, and ended up being the girl had it for JJ. But between me and you, Chance, and the rest of my little listeners out there, okay, I watch Dr. Miami, okay? I mean, you could be fooled, brother. I'm just saying, just because you see a little of a JJ down there doesn't mean it wasn't a peen before. You know what I'm saying? It could be a good knife job. But anyways, they confirmed that the girl was actually a girl and so on. And they definitely put the spotlight back on Mangina. Mangina is the gay guy that is, I don't know if she is going through her process and she just hasn't arrived yet. But I love Mangina. Mangina gives good TV. So I got a feeling that Jackie Long, Ray J, Princess Love, they're going to keep this young lady on the show as long as possible because, like I said, she gives absolutely good ratings. So, oh yes, and so, but yeah, If you haven't checked out the episode, check it out. It's pretty funny. Of course, we know it's not real, but it gives, good TV. And like I said, I can't help but to love Chance and Micah, aka Mike. They give good TV. They blend together. They got good chemistry together. But before I go, before I end this story, I had someone question me about, I said maybe like a few episodes back that I paid $39.99 for Zeus. And someone asked me, no, don't you mean you paid $3.99? No. I paid $39.99 for the year. I can't do monthly. I got too many shopping habits to do something monthly. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just keeping it in a stack. Oh man, is my time up already? You know what I always say, time flies when you're having fun. So let me know what you think about Lamar Odom's ex, Liza, about her joining Basketball Wives season 9. Will she make good TV, or these ladies gonna have to try much harder? And what about Evelyn dating Mark Anthony? I wonder how he gets romantic with her. Could you just imagine? And what about Jay-Z? He has his own cannabis line. Is there anything that this man can do? And did you catch One More Chance on Zeus? If you haven't, check it out. And as always, you can catch me every day on my website. That's fatgirlsnoop.com. That is PHATGYRL.com. And you can drop your 2 cents. And if you like this podcast, don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, my people, that is PHAT as in pretty hot and tempting. All right, guys. See you next time.